If you're thinking about launching a paid membership community, don't do it until you check these 4 boxes. So the first one is if you're going to launch it, there should be a clear goal that members want to accomplish and a clear way the membership will help them do so. So a trap a lot of people fall into is we're interested in this. Lots of people are interested in this. We have a community for people who are interested in this. The community is much more likely to be successful, especially if you want it to be paid, if there's a thing they're trying to accomplish. This community is going to help you accomplish this thing. That's why you're paying for it. If it's just general interest and you want people to talk about stuff with, probably could be a free community,
Yeah.
right? So paid, that's the difference, right? There's a goal. And it could be one goal, it could be multiple goals, but there's a clear thing. You want to accomplish this. That's why you're going to join this community, just like any product, right? People are going to pay for things because they want a result. So think through what that would be. It shouldn't just be a place to hang out with others who have a shared interest. The second thing that you want to make sure if you're going to launch a paid membership community is potential community members have told you that they want one. There's no reason to launch a membership on a hunch. Go find out if people want it before you go to the trouble of launching it. Identify people that would be a perfect fit for this thing and don't get bogged down in the money initially. If this existed, would you want to be a part of it? And see what they say. What would you want to get out of it? And this can be a handful of sort of one-on-one conversations with people. You can do a survey or whatever, but it's more helpful to sort of talk to, identify people that you're like, this is the perfect person. And maybe it's people that have booked trips with you. I'm sure there's people that you're like, this would be the kind of person we would want in this membership. Go talk to them, see if they care, see what they would want, what they wouldn't care about, et cetera. And then after you get that from them, go, okay, well, what if it was paid? Would you still want it? Because they might go, oh, yeah, I'd like all those things, but I'm not paying, I don't want it enough to pay for it. So do some research so you don't have to. And this is especially true because a membership in a community in particular only works if the members in the community are engaged in it and excited about it. It's not like a product where, okay, you spend all the time up front creating it, they buy it, and that's it. For a membership to work, they need to really want to be a part of it on an ongoing basis. They need to be really excited, not just sort of curious. The third box you want to check is there should be a specific reason for it to be a paid community instead of a free reason. And that reason shouldn't just be that you want to make money. So thinking about, because there could be a lot of value in you guys doing exactly what you're talking about as a free membership, right? It might lead to more clients for you and all that kind of stuff. If it's going to be a paid membership, you want to think through why am I doing this as a paid membership? Maybe it's because you want a certain level of people in it. You want a certain level of commitment in it. There are good reasons beyond just sort of you want to make money. Maybe in order to justify time that you're going to put into membership and community, it needs to be paid, right? That yeah, if it was free, it might work, but we don't have the time to do that. So maybe it's a way for people who book your trips to have a continuing thing that goes beyond that, right? Maybe it's an upsell. Maybe, oh, if you buy a trip and you join the membership, you get a discount on the trip or a discount on we throw in the membership if you book a trip or whatever. So thinking through like why it's paid instead of free. And then the fourth box you want to check is ideally you test a micro version of the membership or the community with ideal members before you actually open it up to everyone. So those initial members, which can be by invite only, you could go, we're going to identify 20 people that would be like the core of this group. And we're going to go to them and say, hey, we haven't announced this yet, but we're setting up this like private membership community. We'd love people like you to be in it. We think you'd be great. We're hand selecting these people, blah, 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 blah. Are you interested? And what will happen is number one, before you go too far down the road, if 2 of those 20 people are interested, not a great sign, right? Because you've identified the perfect people and they don't really want it. So it allows you to test the idea a bit before going too far down the road. The other thing is, so not only will it provide proof of concept, they're also going to establish the sort of community norms and the way the community operates, which is really important. When you open it up to a larger audience and new members come in, they're going to mimic the behaviors of the initial members. So if you open it wide to everybody at first, who knows who comes in? And those first people are like those first members are sort of defining the way the community operates. And if it's the wrong people doing the wrong stuff, the right people are like, this isn't for me. Whereas if they come in and they go, "Oh my God, these are the kind of things that get talked about in here, and this is the way this community functions," really, really powerful. And you also might find, again, depending what you do, you might find that maybe you never open it wide. Maybe it's always by invitation only. There's an exclusivity to it that can be interesting. So there's no one right or wrong way to do it. But I do think that if you're going to launch a paid membership, those four things, there's a clear goal that the community is going to help people accomplish. Potential community members have told you they want one. There's a specific reason for it to be paid instead of free, and you've tested a micro version of it and sort of gotten it off on the right track.